We are back out at Riverside Archers in Riverside, California today, and I have with me the new PSE Evolve DS33. This is going to be my new hunting setup for 2024, so I figured let's set up some 3D targets, put them at some realistic hunting distances and positioning, and see how this bow does in a field test. So come along for the ride. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Let us know in the comments if you like the video or any feedback you might have, and always give it a like. All right, I know everybody's gonna be asking what are the specs on this bow, so let me go over them right now for you guys. It has the EC2 cam on it, a brace height of 7 inches. The axle to axle, as the name suggests, is 33 inches. It's got an IBO speed rating of 334 feet per second. The let off is 80 to 90%. It also will ship with a 65 to 75% let off. That's an option. The weight, they claim bare bow is 4.6 pounds. The draw length range is 26 inches to 31.5 inches. The draw weights are pretty simple. It's just 3 options: 60, 70, or 80 pounds. This one is the 70-pound model. It has the 220 shim system, which makes tuning a breeze. It's got a rest mount that has a dovetail and holes to mount a QAD rest, Hamskea direct mount rests. It also still allows you to mount any of the conventional rests. It's got Picatinny sight mounts for inline sights, which allows you to mount the many options that are now available out there, along with traditional holes, of course, as well on the side to mount just about any sight on the market. It features their new roller guard system, new cable guard mounting system, which makes for better stability at full draw, which of course increases your chance to make a more accurate shot. PSE now offers 1-piece and 2-piece quivers. They're on the website if you want to check out the PSE branded 1-piece and 2-piece quivers. So that's a new option this year for PSE as well. You could also visit Willow Creek Archery if you guys are in the Southern California area. We love them, obviously, but if you have a local pro shop that you like as well, ask them. Check out this bow, check out some of the options, and see for yourself what's gonna fit you best. Now let's move on to the shooting. All right, first target of the day that we set up. I say we because we got Travis behind the camera today. Looks like we got an antelope at 58 yards. Now I've already set my bow up with my preferred black gold movable sight. I've got the Ramrods front and rear stabilizers on there, and I'm shooting VAP TKO arrows. Right off the bat with this bow, I just do have to mention how smooth these EC2 cams are. All right, that felt pretty good. Let's go check it out and see where I hit. First shot of the day, not where I wanted it to be, but not too far off. Still got an 8, I'm in the 8 ring, so a little bit to the left, but honestly, my up and down, I'm happy with that. The bigger focus is gonna be on the bow, and the shot feels really great. The EC2 cams, I love how they do the different colorway. You know, just a great looking bow from an aesthetic standpoint, and these things are so smooth compared to what I was shooting last year, which were those S2 cams. So, big improvement on comfort in the draw cycle. Next, I'm gonna shoot this standing bear, which decided to be standing up, facing right towards me today. And we'll get it from right about here. I'm gonna guess that this is probably 40 yards, I'd say. 37.8. Always good to get like 3 readings of something before you move on with shooting it. That one felt great. Yeah, I mean, I just cannot get over how comfortable these cams are, and just this bow overall. Looks like I'm just in the 10 ring. So that's a little better, a little more what we want. Yeah, I just can't get over how comfortable this bow is compared to the last bows I was shooting for the last couple of years from PSE. You know, I had those S2 cams, and they are harsh, but they are fast. Luckily I was able to get an arrow built up that's right around 425 grains, which gives me pretty good speed out of this bow. So I'm shooting like 284 now, speed-wise, which I'm totally happy with, especially when you factor in how comfortable it is on the draw. So So far so good, really liking it. Let's move on to the next target. All right, now we got a boar target. A little up on the hill here at 32 yards, according to the old loophole. So 32 yards. Now I'm standing on a slope here, so I'm gonna have to really pay attention to my bubble. So one of the things I did on this bow is I removed the rubber grip that it ships with, that it comes with from the factory. Was not a fan of the rubber grip after, you know, kind of getting used to it for a bit in the yard and sighting it in indoors at Willow Creek. It just wasn't consistent as far as the grip you could get on it. So I removed it, and I like it a lot better with just the raw material. It feels just so freaking smooth. Can't get over that. There we go, another 10. I will take it. Off to a good start. Well, now we're 3 targets in, so I guess we're not starting anymore. 7-inch brace height. I'm a big fan of 7-inch brace height. I've had bows in the past that have been 33 axle to axle that had a 7-inch. And I really liked that bow. So I think that's why this one is just, I mean, I'm really clicking with this one, I feel like. It's got a much wider limb on it than some of their models in the past. And the stability, I feel like just, you know, kind of comes all the way through into the cam. And you can really feel it mixed with that nice brace height. The stabilizers are helping keep it super steady. It's a really quiet bow. I don't really have anything bad to say about it right now, but let's keep shooting it, move on, and maybe I'll find something. All right, next up we got a little spike deer here at 50.7 yards. So I'm gonna shoot it for 51. It's a little uphill, a little bit into the sun here. All right, let's see if we can see this thing when we get back to full draw. Might be a tad low on that shot, but not the bow's fault, that'd be my fault. All right, so as we walk up to this 51-yard deer shot that I just made, I will nitpick a little bit on the grip. So I don't like how PSE doesn't provide grip options, you know, inserts that you could do. I know there's other companies like UltraView that they'll make a grip insert. Yeah, as you can see, I definitely shot low on this target, but it wasn't the biggest target, and I was kind of in the sun, so I was kind of happy just to hit this thing. So anyway, yeah, I wish they would actually make some options for the grip without you having to just, you know, take off the rubber grip or leave it on. That's like kind of the 2 options you have right from the factory from PSE. So, you know, hey, PSE, make some grip options. Even if we got to pay, you know, after we purchase the bow to get one of those options, I would gladly pay for being able to really dial in and just get as comfortable as you can with your hand, because that's your one touch point that you have with the bow is going to be, you know, that left hand if you're a right hand shooter, or your right hand vice versa. So yeah, grip options would be nice, and as of now I don't believe they make them. So now next up we got this bobcat target, and let's see, we are at 21.5, so I will go ahead and shoot this one for 22. Going back to the grip real quick, you know, Travis just reminded me, that's why I bring them along. They do make interchangeable, you know, or aftermarket, let's call them. You have a choice of different grips on their target lineup of bows. So, you know, all they would have to do is, I know it's not all they would have to do, but it would be nice if they had that option on their hunting lineup of bows as well. The close ones just, you know, they're so fun. You can just get right in there in the middle of the 10. I think that's where I'm at. Let's go find out. All right, yeah, we're in the 10. Okay, so I think you can see after shooting this many 3D targets at different yardages, uphill, side hill, downhill, flat, that this bow is definitely a shooter. This bow will definitely shoot better than I can ever make it shoot. It does have, you know, that one thing with the grip. I like running it just raw like this, but it'd be cool, once again, to have some options. The speed, it's not the fastest bow out there, but it's also not marketed to be a speed bow. You know, PSE has speed bow options. You know, the Omen comes to mind, which I had shot in the past. That thing is definitely fast. So if you're looking to shoot over 300 feet per second, they do have a speed bow option for you guys. So I can't really knock it for not being, you know, fast when it's not built to be the fastest bow in the lineup. I think what they had in mind, without, you know, really knowing what they went through with the development of it, was to create something comfortable, super shootable, and something reliable. I mean, this thing is built like a tank. I love, once again, how it has the aesthetics. You know, it's got your two different colors, you know, pattern on it with the different color cams. And yeah, it just feels super solid. I have no problem, you know, thinking that I could rely on this year for hunting season, and I will be. You know, and hopefully we'll be successful and find some success with it. But yeah, I mean, I would give it a very, very good score if we're doing out of 10 on the field test. You know, I would say it's a solid 9 for me. And I'm really just looking for something that I can shoot all day, repeatable, comfortable, and is going to last and hold up. And I think it checks all those boxes. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with us and checking out this field test of the PSE Evolve DS33. There is some other options for this bow, but this one is the 33 version. Check it out. I think you will definitely be impressed, and you'll be satisfied with your purchase. So thanks for checking out the channel. Subscribe, like the video. Let us know in the comments what you're shooting this year and if you might have this bow yourself.